The shitting is all over the Dark Tower. Dark Tower.
Starring the illustrious Idris Elba.
Yeah.
And the magnificent McConaughey.
You know what? And Jackie Earl Haley is in the movie too. But
it's like, hey, Rorschach.
Hey, look who it is, you know. But okay. First off, we had to be informed by our other friends that hey, this is a book series. So
I knew it was a book series.
Yeah, we did.
Didn't care enough to read the book. I was like,
but it's a serious book series, and I didn't know that. I really didn't know that all of these are connected to every fucking Stephen King movie ever made.
And I say for the record, now I know what people who don't read fucking comic books feel like when they go into a Marvel.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been knew that.
Well, I think the only difference is we're basically like, we know about the books and we have an idea of what they're about, but we're not like reading it.
The only reason why we know that is because when I'm being told by our boy Lucas that fucking
the Man in Black
was
key component in every
is a key component in every one. I'm like, you bullshit. Then he said it's in The Shining, it's in the other one, the Atlantis,
the Green Mile.
They're in the Green Mile, Atlantis. I'm like,
that blew my mind with the Green Mile.
I was like, yo, that makes sense in the Green Mile. I was like, yo, but shit like that is like you know, a lot of the normal crowd-going audience that doesn't read Stephen King will not know about this. So when we're talking about this movie, we're talking about this movie as two guys that don't read Stephen King's work and all the rest of that shit. We're going to respect it as much. Yeah, we have an idea, but we're going to respect it as much as possible. Basically, you're listening to that douchebag Marvel fan that only knows Marvel through the fucking movies and not the comic books, talking about how awesome it is. Instead of us saying how awesome this is, I have to say this. Hey, Chris, what the fuck did we watch?
Listen.
What the fuck did we watch?
Listen, throughout the course of this movie, I was between me sitting up there doing my best McConaughey impression.
Oh, man, that's all we did.
I love McConaughey.
That is all me and Chris did, man.
McConaughey was perfect as the Man in Black.
He perfect because, and I hate
quite chew the scenery.
No. He said he didn't quite. No. Chris is being nice. No, he
see when I chew the scenery, I'm thinking Raw Julia.
No. There's still chewing the scenery will always be the same, man. Okay. Either way, there's a knife and a fork, and somebody's going at it. Okay, and Matthew McConaughey was going at that shit, man. I was like even at that part where that one guy he killed, he was like talking. I was like, oh shit, Matthew about to Matt is about to motherfucking monologue this nigga to death. He did.
See,
but he was great.
It's like, see, you about to die right now.
See, what you don't understand is that as bad guy in this, I get to make a lot of quotes, a lot of statements, and a lot of factual statements.
And I don't button the top 3 buttons on my shirt.
Because I gotta give everybody, a little bit of Matthew, a little bit of McConaughey, that's actually standard in every movie I do. It actually began when I was in Sierra, when I was...
You know what, man? I love him. Idris Elba is
Idris Elba was what he was in this movie. The kid, the whole movie is about a kid that got psychic powers and he has the Shining.
He has the Shining.
He has the freaking Shining.
If you know anything about anything dealing with Stephen King, when you hear the Shining, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Shining?
Yeah. And come to find out that the Shining was actually in It also. And a lot of people probably like, oh, that makes sense. Yes,
maybe it'll be connected to the movie. I'm afraid I got bad news.
Bad news intensifies because there's a short chance of that shit not fucking happening.
Now listen. If I watch It and McConaughey pops up out of nowhere,
I'm like, holy shit, this shit is deep. And everybody, and we got the suggestion from our friends that instead of there being a Universal monster series, there should be basically this the Stephen King Dark Universe series, because everything is connected to the Man in Black. But anyway, in this one, the kid has the Shining. Everything is not what it seems, and come to find out, he's the avatar for this world, and he needs to protect us from earthquakes in this one. It seems
basically like the tower is essentially kind of like the
Tower of God, I'm guessing. It's
basically
universe.
What keeps the dimensions intact. You destroy the tower, all the dimensions crumble, and the demons can invade all the dimensions, and that's what you get.
Yeah, it feels like there's a buffer between all these different worlds, which There is for a person that doesn't know nothing going into this, I can say this. There is a lot of world building that they do set up that it seems pretty damn interesting and pretty damn
to see how
solid.
that world got to where it was at.
Yeah, I would love to see how.
See it.
Yeah, I would love to see how some of these worlds. It makes me think, yo, is Christine part of this?
Man, listen. Oh, hold on, though. The kid was playing with that red.
Again, that's why. I would really. That's why I did that. Like I know that Steve did that for himself, man. But the movie and direct. All right, so as direction of the movie seemed kind of all right. Wasn't too fucking erratic outside of the.
It was an hour and a half movie. I was expecting it to be like 2 hours.
I was actually expecting the same thing too.
That's the second time. It was Dunkirk and now this.
Yeah, that was the second time I expected there to be a long ass movie talking about just bullshit. But no, it was not that bad actually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the action was standard and stuff. Elba is the gunslinger, and he basically has revolver ocelot powers.
Yeah,
and stuff.
he does.
Here's the thing. All right, so Dennis Haysbert, is it Haysbert?
Yeah, Haysbert. Dennis Haysbert.
So
and it sucks because everybody's telling us he had a bigger role too. But fuck it, anyway.
Dennis Haysbert's in the movie, right? So you're thinking, okay, they're brothers, right? Dennis Haysbert is playing Idris Elba's dad, and I'm looking at D like, hold up,
these niggas gotta be, man.
They both look they could be the same age. He ain't his dad. You ain't gonna tell me.
You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that Stringer Bell and motherfucking President off of 24.
President Palmer,
thank you.
That's his daddy. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. They both got gray hair. Actually, both of them in the flashback have fucking gray hair.
Exactly.
I'm like, hold on.
That's war though. No, that's war. War gave him that gray hair, yeah. So therefore, hold on. Dennis Haysbert 63. All right, so there is a little bit of a gap, but still,
I can't tell. Again, black don't crack, man, because Dennis Haysbert don't look like he's 63.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 63 to a 44-year-old. Okay, you got me there. That's possible. That's plausible. But come the fuck on, man.
Ron Howard did have a part in writing this movie.
Yeah, you can, but
which I told D before the movie, I was like, so package deal, is Clint Howard in this movie?
Oh, we was hoping.
Jackie Earle Haley, he plays a character that could have been Clint Howard.
Yeah, he could have been. I like that. So I know people are probably asking like, well, what about the action? Is the action good? That's standard. It's stock. Don't think that that's all the movie's going to be about. Is there anything impressive that happens? Impressive? There's a world there that we're never gonna fucking know about. That's the thing that pisses me off the most. There is a world there that doesn't get explained well enough for the audience to know
how it operates.
And yeah, you don't even get told that. Not even that much. And it's
they're demons that can somehow come into that dimension.
Yeah.
Through some sort of trickery, but you're kind of like interested in knowing more.
I like how they got to start. It's like this Star Trek technology that exists in this mystical world. Like, you want to have to tell us how that fucking works.
Apparently, in order to make bullets, it's scarce. It's like Fallout.
Yeah, at least in his world it's scarce, but still, also his gun was forged pretty much out of Excalibur. Wait, what? The
gunslingers are basically like the Knights of the Round Table. Like,
I'm cool with that idea, but they don't go into it at all. Even to the mantra, they don't go into none of that. So you basically got a movie that sits all this lore on top of your lap and doesn't explain nothing to you. Thank God they don't focus too hard on it, but it becomes jarring where certain things pop up in your head. Like, why? Like, why the fuck is that happening? Why the fuck is this happening?
The kids having dreams and the stuff that's happening in the dream world is happening.
And I get all that. And like I said, I get all that. I may have joked about it, okay, because I joked through this whole fucking movie. But I joked about it, but at the same time, like I said, there were things happening. There were interesting things that were actually setting up in the movie. And none of it came to light at all. That was the amazing part about it. None of it came to light. You would think it would. You would think they would have told you XYZ is going to happen or this and that is going to happen. Nope. None of it. I'm like, that. Wow. Fucking wow.
I mean, it's like. It's like McConaughey. I felt that there was a movie here.
Yeah.
There's a movie here. Like I said, McConaughey did his thing. He just did his thing. And it's like I wanted to see more of that conflict between those two in the history. I know there's a TV show that apparently is supposed to be the prequel to this and stuff. And I'm like, okay. But here's the issue with the movie that I have, right? So, the movie, much like Logan, just ends.
Just ends.
And I'm like, oh, no, you can't do that, movie. No. Credits.
I mean, and
I joked when I said credits, and it's like,
and again, this is the second time that this is the third time actually, because we left Covenant doing the same thing. This is the third time we have left in this year. What the fuck was that? That's the third time we have left.
There's levels to this. With Logan, we laughed because that movie was taking itself so seriously for no fucking reason. Like, everything was just like, all right, movie, you're trying to get this Oscar, aren't you? That's not happening.
I don't even think it was an Oscar too much. It's like, yeah, you're trying to get something. Like,
Alien
you're really
Covenant, I'm just laughing at the ridiculousness. Like, yo, get Ridley Scott the fuck away from this damn franchise. Get him away. Because it hit credits, I was like, yo, wow, really?
You don't touch your own. You don't touch nothing. You do not touch nothing.
Get James Cameron back on this shit.
You don't do nothing. You do nothing.
This, I'm just like, oh, okay, there was potential, but
like you
tease something, and I don't know where you're going with this. And it wasn't. I forgot what was the name of that movie where somebody mentioned how they teased this world and we never got to see it.
Wait a minute, what?
I don't know whether it was Nostalgia Critic or it was somebody that mentioned a movie that it's like they're teasing all these things and they never show it.
Yeah, probably went Nostalgia Critic, because there's been plenty of movies that have done that same idea of just teasing you with a world that you would love to know more about, and they don't go into it. Yeah, even The Matrix had that same problem too.
Dip a toe into it, and it's like,
yeah,
oh, well,
yeah. Plenty of movies do that. Plenty of movies do that.
You know what?
Too.
Matrix is a good example. Yeah,
Matrix did that several times in the movie where you're like, well, I would like to know more about it, but you don't have time to, because everything got to be in green and people doing backflips and
I mean, I was
long nonsensical.
I was fine with it in the first movie because you have to keep that mysticism up. But with the second, third movie was being very egregious about the shit. I was like, okay, you can't just say, give us a taste of this and not show it. It's just, I have to play. Listen, they could easily make a fucking action Dark Tower game if they fucking wanted to.
If they really did. If they really wanted to, they could have done that, man.
I mean, yeah, but Dark Tower, it's like, I don't even know if there was any hype.
I think the only hype there is that people that have read the books and they're trying to interested of where it's going to go. Now, I will tell you this much right now. If you read the book, get ready to be smacking your teeth, rolling your eyes, and probably enjoying probably one or two parts about it.
Like how a lot of us are when we watch those X-Men movies. Yeah. You're just sitting back like...
Yeah. Like there's a lot of... Oh, come on.
Or if you're like me when you saw Apocalypse, get the fuck out of here.
Actually, I was fine with Apocalypse. Here's me. So fly out the ship. Just, what?
Actually, you did do that during Dark Tower. Like, wait. Actually, no, fuck it. I'll spoil the line. So apparently, in this world, and again, this is the whole show don't tell, there's talking animals. You never fucking see it.
Yeah.
So Aegis characters in the real world, which is they call
it Keystone Earth.
Keystone Earth.
Yeah, Keystone Earth.
He's looking at like a Geico commercial, whatever the fuck it is, with talking raccoons. And he's like, so on your Earth, the animals talk. And he was like, what do you mean?
No, he said, so the animals still talking your Earth? And he was like, and
then you were like,
wait, but still?
Still?
That's what I said. And then like 2 seconds later, the character like, wait a minute, still talk? I'm like, thank you! You can't just fucking say that!
I mean, he fights a demon, and I was expecting a demon to talk.
Man, really, with this movie, the thing that's gonna make y'all laugh is that I leaned into Chris. It was around the end. I leaned over to Chris. I'm like, what the fuck are we watching?
It gets that way sometimes. It's like, again, potential world building, but it's like I don't see shit. And then it's like, okay, you know, he eats a hot dog and he's like, oh, a bunch of savages.
I'm like, cool, that's funny, and
it's a Crocodile Dundee joke.
Yeah, okay. It's like, you know, it's stupid, man. So this movie for me,
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5, and I say that with the idea of that there's a lot of stuff that they're building up in this world, but 2 out of 5, definitely 2 out of 5. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
If you're a Stephen King person, like I said, you might feel some sort of way.
Oh yeah, you're gonna feel jaded. You're gonna feel pissed about what the fuck they did.
I will put more more money into it being faithful than this movie did.
Well, I don't know about that.
What makes you think that?
Because
go into it real quick, because this is a Stephen King.
I don't like. Look. I hate. Number one, I hate the fact that I got a bunch of grown-ups. Yeah, and I say grown-ups, meaning that you were either a teenager when it came out or you were a little kid like me when it came out saying, oh my God, it's scary. No, it ain't.
It's never scary.
It was never fucking scary.
Especially if you know Tim Curry. It's like, I mean, it's creepy a little bit, but that's
I think the only thing everybody is scared of is clowns. Well, I get the fear of clowns, you know what I mean? But I do...
this clown in this new It movie is...
This new It movie feels like, creepy. To me, this new It movie feels like they're going to do a lot of jump scares and a lot of unnecessary shit that was never in the book. And they're going to go over the top.
More creepier than Tim Curry's. What's it? Tim Curry.
Yeah. Look, that's what I'm saying. They're going to make everything unnecessary. They're going to make people really be scared of clowns again. Because I don't understand people's fascination of using clowns to scare the fuck out of people. I'm like, you're fucking evil.
After I saw Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I don't give a shit about clowns anymore.
You know why I don't care about Killer Clowns? Because ever since I seen those white boys in the Midwest try to scare people with Killer Clowns, at this point, I'm ready to beat the fuck out of one of them.
Like them 5 black dudes came up there and jumped their ass.
Oh, that was hilarious. They was talking about that. Remember they was talking about that happened out there in Pasadena, Maryland, about that dude out there. I was like, do that shit about Baltimore. I bet you won't, nigga.
Go Barry's Farm.
You better go do that shit over there. Like, you better go on the east side of east side of Baltimore and do that shit, nigga. I dare you, motherfucker. Like, yo, I'm like, fuck that. Do that shit in Salisbury with all them up across black folk. That still fuck your ass.
So yeah, Dark Tower. 2 out of 5,
y'all.
Be wary.
Yeah,
be wary. If you love Idris, I guess you see it.
You do get a piece of it. Yeah, you get to see a piece of his breastises, girls. You get to see a piece of them breastises.
2 of the contemporary sexy dudes. Which, by the way, the Man in Black line, that was funny. He was like, what was the line he said about the gunslinger? Like he was a cute, like, was it good looking guy or whatever.
Something like that. It was like, yo, Matthew, stop jerking off Idris, man, because you've been jerking yourself off this whole movie. I mean it, man. Matthew goes in. And the other shit I don't like, the one real brief thing I didn't like is that there are some, it could be because I'm a bit of a cynical asshole at this point with movies, but there are some shits where it's like, I bet this, of course. I bet that, of course. I bet that, of course. I gotta give it up, Stephen King movie. You didn't make nobody a drunk in here, even though I think the mom was a drunk and you cut it out of the movie. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So, whatever. You really could have played a Stephen King game with this movie, not too much.
Stephen King didn't do a cameo.
You know what, that too? I was going to actually mention that. He was probably one of the guys in that S&M club. Oh, there's not an S&M club. It's just the only way I can describe that place that Jackie Earl Haley was in. It wasn't, though.
It was basically like the dude from The Matrix and shit.
Actually, you know what? You know what it was? That place that Jackie Earl Haley was in? Think of every Chinese parlor that they put in these movies. No,
it was like the Mirror, whatever the dude was from The Matrix when he had that club in 3.
No, not the Merovingian. The Merovingian had a straight up EDM club, man. That's different, man.
Right, my bad.
But anyway, that's Dark Tower. Catch us on our next review, y'all. Peace out.